So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This video is apropos to our previous video. So here I'm going to demonstrate about statement of cash flow analysis, how we can interpret when we have data from the cash flow statement. Definitely, you might be familiar with operating, investing, and financing activities. We have discussed these concepts in the previous video. If you are not familiar, you should better watch our previous video. Then this analysis will be more fruitful and easy for you to understand and digest. So, operating, investing, and financing activities, and then we have ahead of general explanation, you can also say it interpretation. These plus signs are indicating that the activity is giving you the cash is flowing in, the inflow of cash. And these negative signs, they will represent the cash outflow. So from this point number one, you can analyze that the cash is coming in, the cash is inducing in, or the cash is flowing in the operating activity, in investing activities, as well as in financing activities. So you can generally predict, or you can explain this as that building up pile of cash, possibly looking for acquisition, that your company is getting cash from maybe from the bank as well, financing activity, cash inward, investing activities, inflow of cash. You are investing more money and you are getting more land, you are getting more equipment for strategic survival and for strategic goal to fulfill the strategic objectives of your organization. And then you are also getting money from operations, you're producing goods and then you're selling it, or maybe you are offering your services on daily basis and then you are getting inflow of cash. So pile of cash, a big amount of cash, plethora of cash, myriad of cash, you can say, huge amount. So in number two, or you can see in three, operating activities, inflow, investing and financing activities, cash is outflow, outflow of cash. Operating cash flow being used to buy fixed asset and pay down debt. So from the second explanation, you can see that operating cash flow is actually helping the other two sides. It's helping to buy fixed asset. You are giving money and getting investment in, and then paying the loan. Money is going away, cash outflow, and you are paying the loan back to the bank. In this, plus investing plus financing minus. So operating cash flow and sale of fixed assets being used to pay down the debt. Here, operations are giving you money, cash inflow. Investment is giving you money, sale of some fixed asset here, and then you are giving the money to back to the bank. You are giving it the loan. So in the next slide, we will also see the similar relation. Let's see point number 8, operating, investing, and financing activities. All three are showing cash outflow. So normally in such cases, what is happening? Company is using its reserves to finance cash flow shortfall. Definitely, company is not earning from operations, but it has to pay the salaries or pay the electricity bills or pay the the compulsory taxes. Uh, Cash is outflow from the operations because it's not producing goods or it's not earning revenue. Then investing, company is not getting something towards its cash, something inflow from the investment activities. And then from the financing, definitely company is not getting anything in form of loan from some financial institute. So company has to return the previous loans. Money is going away from the company. So this is not a good situation. So company is using its reserves, the contingency reserve that the company uses in such dangerous situations. So company is using reserves to finance cash flow shortfall, because if company goes a shortfall of cash, definitely it will be severe for the future or for the strategic establishment of the company. Okay, this is an example of a company. For example, an example from December 31st, 2011. Cash flow from operating activities. Receipts mean all the cash that is flowing in. 48 rupees are flowing in from in your company. It can be from any sort of regular activity, and you have to pay 43 rupees, maybe in form of rent, in form of salaries or wages. So 5 rupees is overall inflow of cash. The payment or the outflow is actually represented by parentheses. These two are negative sign, both meaning same. So 48 inflow, 43 cash outflow, 5 amount is actually a cash flow in operating activities. 5 rupees net cash flow. Then 4 rupees is less, minus from investing activities, because we are not receiving, means cash flow is zero, inflow is zero, and outflow is 4. You are paying money maybe to buy new plant or maybe to buy new machinery. So you are paying 4 rupees. So it's going out, outflow with the negative sign or the parenthesis. Here with the parenthesis. Cash flow used by financing activities. You are getting 10 rupees maybe from the bank, and you are returning 6 rupees that you got loan maybe 5 years before. So still 4 rupees are still moving in, still inflow from the financing activities. So what will be the net cash flow? 5 and 4 9, and this is, as we know, this is negative amount, this is outflow, so we will subtract it. So 5 is basically the net cash flow. So we can say that still company is in profit overall. It's showing profit from the operating head, it's showing profit, or not profit, but at least inflow of cash. It means that company is struggling, company is actually making progress, expanding, that's why it's getting more loan. So financing activities is also net cash flow. Inflow from financing activity is 4, net flow, and overall net cash flow is 5. So this is also an example. These two are balance sheet. This one, uh, December 31st, December 31st, 2010, December 31st, 2011. We have cash 80,000. Some definitely we know in the balance sheet there are assets on the one side, and on the other side are liabilities and expenses. Cash in form, we know this is our asset 80,000. Some other assets, maybe the furniture, the computer, maybe the machinery, the building, everything is asset. 45 lakh 50,000 asset total. So same liabilities or capital stock, definitely it's given to us, or we can calculate it. We can add all the capital stock or all the liabilities one by one. So 29 lakh 70,000, 90,000 capital stock, and retained earning are 7 lakh 60,000. So overall, the balance sheet, it should be total, the assets as well as liabilities. So same you can repeat with the balance sheet of 2011, 31st December, 50 lakh 85,000, 50 lakh 85,000. So in when we talk about cash flow statement, here you can say the overall cash from operating activities, cash overall from investing activities, it is cash outflow, and from financing activities, 2 lakh 45,000. This is cash inflow from financing activities. Net increase, we will add 2 lakh 45,000 plus this, and we will subtract 11 lakh 88,000. And overall net increase is 30,000. This 30,000 can also be verified from the beginning cash, which is 80,000. We can see it from the cash, from the cash side, from the asset side of the first balance sheet, the beginning cash, and definitely we can see the ending cash from the balance sheet of 2011 December. So it's 1 lakh 10,000. So overall 30,000 is net increase in the cash. So from this statement, or from the statement of 2010 and 2011, we can say that at least the company is not in the loss. companies at least earning, or maybe we cannot exactly say earning, but the inflow of cash is higher as compared to the previous year. You can see from 80,000, it's 1,10,000. Okay, so more detail and some practical example. I think you are quite familiar with this. Operating activities, investing activities, and financing. Sale, sale and purchase are items of income statement. Cash inflow, cash outflow when you are receiving money, inflow when you are paying to your employees, etc. Outflow. Investing activities, commercial property, treasury bills, short-term government bond with a maturity date of 3 months or less. If it's 3 months or less, then it will not be included in investing. It will be in operations then. So it should be more than 3 months. Financing activities like borrowing loan, paying back loan to the bank, or issuance of share. If you issue share, what is it? Is cash inflow. You are receiving money. If you are paying dividend, it is cash outflow. Operating activities like sale and purchase, investing activities, cash on your investment, your securities are paying off cash overall. So changes in investment and long-term assets we are talking about. Financing activities, changing long-term liabilities and stockholder equity, basically. Sum of share of all the shareholder, total capital. Overall, these things are actually dealt in the financing activity. So operations, investing and financing activities. Increase from sale, this is operation. Payment, this is reduction in operation. And same from the previous slide, if you buy some equipment, if you sell some equipment, you get money. If you purchase some equipment, you have to pay money, cash outflow from the investing activities. So definitely, if you borrow some loan, if you get money from the bank, so it's inflow from the financing, and if you pay the loan, outflow. Okay, though it's a practical example. 1st April, let's 2021, we can say, receipt from the customers, issuance of shares, sale of fixed asset. At least you can see this demonstration. So I will highlight it. Here you can see cash from the operating activities. From operations, we have to get this amount from the customers. We have to pay this amount, 88,188 to suppliers. We have to pay this wage or rent or salary. This is overhead, other expenses. This is payment of taxes. So we will collect all those and subtract it from 11,132. So this is overall net cash from operating activities. Similarly, from investing, proceed on sale of fixed asset. We have got some money, we sold some fixed asset. Maybe we sold our small plant, we get 512 monetary reward, and pay for we actually acquisition of fixed asset. We acquired some fixed asset and we paid money in order to acquire that, in order to get that asset, 920. So overall, this is outflow of cash. 408 parenthesis means we are giving more and earning less, or maybe we are getting less and giving more amount of money. So similarly, from financing activities, we can see from financing activities, proceed on issuance of share. You have issued some share, you have earned money. Payment of dividend, you have paid dividend to the shareholder. So this 320 you are paying, going out, cash outflow. Net cash used in financing activities. Overall, you have used almost 1,000 rupees for financing activities. Okay, so net increase in net cash used in financing activities and net increase in cash and cash equivalent. Overall, it will be A plus B plus C, 708. Cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the period, you can say, you can calculate it and see 140, and cash equivalent at the end of the period, it will be 848. So you should have a calculator in your hand and you can easily solve this example from this slide. And you can also help your own self by keeping your pencil, by keeping your pen at your hand. So issuance of share, dividend, payment to bank loan, financing activities, you can highlight and you can remember it like that. So I would like to end my video here. I hope your concept about cash flow statement would be clarified now. So I will definitely make some more videos on the topic with some more examples. So let's finish this video here.